Hello and welcome. Welcome to my home and welcome to my sacred space that I prepared for us today to do this reading. I'm going to be shuffling our thought of the day from the Healing Mind and Spirit cards by Brian L. Weiss. And I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling those now. Welcome, family, and welcome, friends. If this is your first time or one of many, I want you to know how much I appreciate each and every one of you. It really means a lot to me that you are here. I really feel the energy from you guys. It feeds me. I'm really surprised at how much this pick a card and doing this pick a card for you each day has really helped me in so many ways. I've grown so much more than survived. I started doing this because I was feeling really low and I was feeling like I needed to do something. Here's our card of the day. Oh, this looks good. I love this. I haven't read the words yet. I was looking at the picture. My life has always held a deep meaning and a profound purpose. So some of you may not have felt that, but it always has. You are not here by accident or by some coincidence of nature. I really do believe that each and every one of us has a calling here on this earth. I believe this isn't, you don't have to believe this. I'm just letting you know what I believe, that we all agreed to whatever our purpose is before we even settled, before we were even born. I feel like we agreed to it, we planned it. Here we are, we're working out things in order to gain better understanding of how the universe works and in order to create a universe that will serve all of us individually in the best way possible. So I really like that thought of the day. What else do we have here? Let's see. What I guess I can introduce you to the card toppers. I do have a story for you guys today, so I'll go ahead and introduce you to the card toppers as I'm telling the story. So here is our first card topper, and it is. Let's get a good focus on that. I'm not. Oh, that's better. So feathers have to do with Native Americans. Feathers have to do with the ancient raptors, the birds. We also, it also has to do with fairies. Fairies, it does, and angels. I don't know what I'm laughing about. That I don't know about so much about fairies, so I don't know why that came out of my mouth. But I guess maybe someone needed to hear that. So good. I do believe in fairies, so here we go. I haven't started my story yet. I'll go ahead and start it in a minute. Here's the Divine Feminine card topper, um, and there she is. And I think she's pretty self-explanatory. The power of building and giving life. And we are going to go on to the wing of many colors. To me, this represents an angel wing. It could be a dragon wing. It could also be bird spirits and other things. But wings and feathers have special meanings to a lot of people. And last but not least, we have the tree of life. And honestly, the best way to see that is if I silhouette it against our thought of the day. So now let me tell you about the story I have. I know there are many, many, many of you out there that are wishing and hoping and searching and doing everything in their power to find a significant other, the one, your soulmate, your twin flame. And I will tell you the story of how I found mine. So one of the things, I'm older. I'm in my mid 50s, and this happened. This is not my first relationship. I've had a few. I've had a few, at least three, very meaningful and lengthy relationships, um, including this one that I'm in right now. And I feel like I finally came home to my person. And how I did that is I actually gave up. I said, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to date anymore. I am not going to think about it anymore. But I did think about it, because what I thought about is what is it that I really want in a relationship, because I found out all the things that I didn't want, and I found a lot of things that I enjoyed and liked also in my former relationships. Um, One of the things I really wanted was music, and more music in my life, and I felt a partner who knew how to play the guitar or was musically oriented would be nice. Um, then I made a list of the things I would like, and then I told myself I'm going to get those things for myself. I don't need another person to do this for me, and I started working on that. I started learning to play the guitar. I never did learn. I started singing more. I started taking myself out on literal dates. I would literally rent myself a movie, get some flowers, some popcorn, and a favorite treat, and I would cook myself, because I really cook. Uh, I'm a good cook, and oftentimes when I go to restaurants, I'm disappointed. So I would cook myself a nice dinner, something that I would really love, and I would light candles and take myself on a dinner date and a movie. Um, and I did that every single Friday for a year. In bringing these things into my life that I wanted, and that I wanted in a partner and felt like I needed in a partner formally, and decided I was going to get that myself, that's how I met my partner. That's my story. That's my story. Now, I'm not saying you should give up, but what I'm saying is know what it is that you want. Seek that in your life. Nurture yourself the way that you want to be nurtured, because that raises your vibration to find that person that's vibrating on the level that they can nurture you in that way. It's unbelievable. I have a partner now that is so giving and so caring and so patient with me. And I want that for all of us. And I think that we all deserve it. Okay, that's our story. We are going to go ahead and move on now. Let us see what is under the feathers. And the lovers. Now you know why I told that story. The lovers has to do, look, all our cards today have to do with choices. Even the lovers card. In this case, are you in love with your lover? You might not be. That's okay. That happens. You don't have to be in love to nurture your lover and to care for your lover and to be kind to your lover. Me and my partner fall in and out of love. Oh, well, I don't know if we fall in and out of love. I know that I don't feel the love as intensely as I do sometimes. And that's okay. I feel very, very grateful and very nurtured in what I have. And I really hope that you can get that. So this is your choice today. Are you going to nurture your lover, or are you going to let it lie stagnant? Because that's not going to keep what you have. And who are we talking about? If you are single, we're talking about yourself. Remember my story? If you didn't hear it and you got this card, you need to go back and listen to the story after our card that was the thought of the day. My life has always held deep meaning and a profound purpose. And that deep meaning and profound purpose is deeply entwined with your lover. If you are single, that lover is you. You need to nurture and treat yourself exactly the way that you want your lover to treat you. That raises your vibrational level up to find the lover that is on a higher vibrational level, that is able to nurture you in the way that you need to be nurtured. That is your thought of the day. And I love it. Okay, so we're going to now turn over the Divine Feminine and see what we have under her. And we have the Chariot. Again, a card of choices today. This card, I don't usually think of a choice card as a choice card, but as I read in my Cat Tarot book, it's talking about choices with the Chariot, and I like that. So you have a choice. You can sit there in your chair and you can stagnate. Again, it's almost a similar choice as the Lovers, or you can start moving forward with great speed. Now, how do you move forward with great speed and power? With the Chariot. The Chariot, you have your tools, you have your skills, you have your desire, and almost your obsession to succeed. You have the ability to do this with this card today. Move forward quickly. I want it to be my card today. I want to move forward quickly today. Um, Sometimes we do need to sit still before this happens, you know? Like before I do a card reading, I have to do a meditation. I do have to sit still and contemplate. So go ahead and take that time so that you can move forward with speed and ease. This card sometimes also talks about obsession, maybe not in the best of ways. So I just want you to be careful of obsession in a way that's not healing, in a way that takes you away from good and towards not so good. Okay, let's look and see what's under the wing of many colors. Oh, that's so pretty. A lot of these were earrings once, but I'm not able to wear certain earrings anymore. Okay, so this is a swords card. It is the Six of Swords. And here's what's going on. All this cat was doing was stretching, but his little swords tore up the carpet. His little claws just tore up that carpet. I think I forgot to integrate this card with the Chariot, guys. I'm sorry about that. That's something you'll have to do on your own at this point. With this guy, so he's oblivious at this point, or she or they are oblivious at this point as to what damage they've done. So here's your choice. You can stay oblivious and have those upset and hurt feelings just flow around you and not take any responsibility and not have any idea that it really had anything to do with what you did. Now, obviously, that's not the growing choice, especially if you consider that your life has always held deep meaning and profound purpose. You don't want to be going around doing things to hurt people unconsciously. So it's time to open your eyes and look around and make an evaluation of yourself. Who have I hurt? What have I done? Here's the good part. You've already done it. I know that doesn't sound good. You've already done it. You're moving past it. You're in the healing process. You're in the process of discovering what it is that you've done and being able to make amends. Making amends is way better than just apologizing. Sometimes it's not something that you can do. Sometimes making amends is not an available process. We're now going to look and see what the Tree of Life has for us. Let's see if we can get a good focus with it. Does have a little color. I think it's a little kind of a burgundy color. And see what we have under your card. And you have, again, choices. Choices, choices, choices. Okay, so you have in more than two. I know this is a twos card. Let's go ahead and bring my life has always held deep meaning and profound purpose. You're not here by accident or by some coincidence of nature. You're here for a reason. You're here to learn. And you have so many choices. So in other decks, sometimes, in one of my other decks for sure, I see a person that's standing with the world in the palm of their hand. Sometimes this has to do with embarking on a journey, like a real physical journey or a metaphorical journey. But you have lots of ways you can go. You can go anywhere you want. You can play with any toy that you want to. Right now, it's time for you to make that decision and figure out what direction you want to go. And that is your card for the day. If you don't know the deep meaning and profound purpose of your life, you're not alone. A lot of people don't know that. It's okay. As long as we're making the right choices for ourselves and for our loved ones, we're actually, out of love, we're actually moving along the right path, whether we know it or not. And that pretty much concludes our reading for the day and our story. I am going to try to incorporate more personal stories in with these readings because I think they really add a dimension that I like. And I did promise that I would continue to do meditation videos separate from this. I haven't done that so much. I do intend to do that. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. That will help me move forward in that direction. So if you're interested in more meditation videos without the tarot cards, that is something that I was planning and intending to do. But I do need to hear from you. Is this something that you want? If I get just one person interested, then that will make it happen. So do hit the like button. Do share this video, please. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter, share it on your wherever you want to share it. It will reach more people, and that will feed the world. I mean, even if you don't like this video, if you don't like the way this is going, there's so many others that do, that really get a lot out of this. And I'd like to find those people, so that, because I feel this great energy flow and I just love it. And I just and I'd like you to help me with that. So like and share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and that's it. Let's move on. I hope you found this moment to be just what you needed. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Don't make life-altering decisions or changes based on video pick-a-card readings. If you do want a private reading, you can certainly call me and we can talk about some serious stuff, but I do need to be in contact with someone when I'm doing personal readings. They have much more detail, and it is something that, I really feel like it's important that we connect on an even more intimate level than we are here to do a private reading. So thank you for being here. I'm going to say goodbye and see you next time.